Welcome students. In this video we will discuss infinite series. First we will discuss definition of infinite series and see some example of it. Definition: if un is sequence of real numbers, then addition of all the terms in sequence of real numbers, that is u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus so on, this infinite addition is called as infinite series of real numbers. As every term in the sequence, that is u1 u2 u3 is a real number, we call this series as series of real numbers, and it is denoted by summation un, n going from 1 to infinity, or once this n from 1 to infinity is understood, we simply write it as summation un. Now in this discussion we are only concerned with infinite series of real numbers, so we refer them by simply series. So whenever we say series, it means infinite addition. So no need to use the word infinite, and also we only add the real numbers. So whenever we say series, it means it is series of real numbers. For example, let us consider un to be the sequence 1 over n or 1 upon n. Then first term of this sequence is 1 upon 1. Second term is going to be 1 by 2. Third term is 1 by 3. Likewise 1 by 4, 1 by 5. And if we add all these terms, then the summation 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 is a series. Now we denote this by, as we discussed in the definition, summation symbol indicates series, and we write nth term, in general nth term. You may use the symbol I or j to denote ith term or jth term. In that case, this summation can be written as, this series can be written as series 1 over I, or summation 1 upon j. J runs from 1 to infinity. Another example is, if we consider the sequence un given by this formula minus 1 raised to n. So first term of this sequence will be minus 1 raised to 1, which is minus 1. Second term is going to be minus 1 square, which is plus 1. Third term is minus 1 cube, again minus 1. So likewise, thus odd terms of this sequence are, first is minus 3, first is minus 1, third is minus 1, fourth, fifth will be minus 1 again, and even number terms are plus 1. Second, fourth, sixth are plus 1. Means this is addition of alternate minus 1 and plus 1. We denote this by summation, and nth term, general term of this sequence is minus 1 raised to n. So summation minus 1 raised to n is series which adds alternate minus 1 and plus 1. Now if we are going to add finite number of terms, there is no problem, but as series contains infinitely many terms, there are different issues to add infinite number of terms. So we need analysis to give meaning to this infinite addition. There are different chaotic situations where we get confused with this type of series. One example is given here. Let us consider the last example, where the sequence is minus 1 raised to n, and the corresponding series will be summation minus 1 raised to n, which is addition of alternate minus 1 and plus 1. Now if we want to add all these minus 1 and plus 1s, we can do it in two ways. First way is, start with first term and club together two terms at a time, like minus 1 plus 1, this is one group. Again combine third and fourth term together, again we get the same group, minus 1 plus 1. So as there are infinitely many terms, we can group them into terms at a time, where each group contains a minus 1 and plus 1. So they get cancelled out to give 0, means we are adding zeros. And obviously this addition will come out to be 0. This is one way. Whereas we can skip the first term, keep as it is, and start grouping all terms in two group of two terms. Then again -1 as it is. Second and third term grouped together, which again contains 1 -1. Fourth and fifth term, they are clubbed together, which again contains 1 and -1. So after second group, we again start getting zeros. So -1 plus zeros will give us -1. So in first case it gives the answer 0, whereas in second case it gives the answer 1. So question arises, what exact answer of this summation is? So this is very confusing. This confusing this confusion actually leads us to analyze this concept series, and it is very necessary to give meaning to infinite sum or series. This we do as follows. So to give meaning to infinite addition, let us consider we are adding infinitely many terms in a sequence un, and first we add only first finite number of terms. Starting from first term, we take only one term u1, we call it as sum of only one term, denoted this by s1. Then we take two terms at a time, u1 plus u2, and call it as s2. Likewise again we add first three terms u1 plus u2 plus u3 and call it as s3. In general, we take n terms at a time, u1 plus u2 plus up to un, and call this sum as nth partial sum, or simply partial sum of the series. These partial sums again forms a new sequence whose terms are S1, S2, S3 and so on Sn. Now observe that if we go on increasing this value of n up to infinity, automatically the right hand side is u1 plus u2 plus up to infinity. It means the desired summation or the value of infinite sum is obtained by letting this Sn as n tends to infinity, or limit of this Sn as n tends to infinity. This is actually meaning of infinite summation. Thus the limit of the partial sum Sn, meaning is limit of u1 plus u2 plus un. Now n tending to infinity, so u1 plus u2 plus this summation goes up to infinity, which is actually our required series summation un. Thus the series or sum of the series is nothing but limit of its partial sum as n tending to infinity. In short, we can write it as limit as n tends to infinity summation, which is finite summation uk k from 1 to n, which is symbol for u1 plus u2 plus un. Thus we get a way to obtain infinite series or sum of the series. Here are some remarks we should note down. As we denoted u1 plus u2 plus un by the symbol Sn, so automatically as Sn is addition up to nth term, so automatically this addition contains first n minus 1 terms also, and by the same symbol the addition u1 u2 up to un minus 1 should be denoted by Sn minus 1. Thus Sn is equal to Sn minus 1 addition up to n minus 1 terms, and then next term, means we are going to add in this partial sum terms one by one. So Sn is equal to Sn minus 1 plus un. This formula in turn gives us the value for nth term of the series. So nth term of the series un is given by nth partial sum Sn minus the previous partial sum. So the partial sum is indirectly cumulative or cumulation of the terms in the sequence un. Now onwards, the set of positive integers, or you may call them as natural numbers, will be denoted by symbol I, which is our traditional way to use in sequence also. Unless stated otherwise, we use the symbol summation un without any limit below or onward. N from 1 to infinity is not written to denote the series summation n from 1 to infinity un. Means we will not write the limits n from 1 to infinity. Similarly, if Sn is a sequence n from 1 to infinity, again it is understood that this sequence contains infinitely many terms starting from n equal to 1. So we write in simple bracket, curly bracket Sn to denote sequence. Thank you for watching this video.